Out and About Productions presents Out and About on the Recumbents. Ride slow, ride low, ride recumbent. Hey, good morning. BJ on the Recumbent. Joe had a medical appointment this morning, so she told me to go get lost. No, not really. But she said, yeah, you might as well go for a ride. So, if you want a happy marriage, always take the wife's advice, okay? Especially when it's good advice. I'm on the just south of downtown on the Pikes Peak Greenway. This is a trail that we rarely ever do because usually there's a huge amount of homeless underneath both the Nevada Avenue and the Tejon Street Bridge. Plus, there's a good portion of this part of the trail that's dirt. But yeah, I thought I'd just, since I'm all by myself, that I'd just try to do something a little different. So we're going to go down and check out the low bridge here, see if we can get across. What are we looking like today? Oh, we're not going across. Okay, well, that's the end of today's ride. Yeah, I had no idea it'd be this bad. Oh, yeah. No, can't do that, man. It washed me right over. Well, let's go down here at least. That's as close as we're going to get. Yeah, this is why they call it the low bridge for a reason. Very low. Okay, well, that kind of solves that problem. But got to get a good grip here. Boy, this concrete's really slick. All right, so I have to head off someplace else. I'll get back with you. Bye. Okay, well, I decided that I'm going to go across a really old bridge here. This takes you off of the Greenway and it takes you over towards 8th Street. I'm going to try to get over to 8th Street and use the bike lane up over to Cheyenne Road. So I haven't been up this way in a long time. Let's see. Thank you, folks. Of course, have a good day. You too. But yeah, this goes under I-25, and as you can see, the homeless do sleep in it. Now there's another tunnel, another underpass rather, over here that I rarely ever use. Oh, so we have a Porsche dealer now. I didn't even know we had a Porsche dealer. I think that's what this is. Yeah, got a Porsche dealership now. Yeah, I guess we're turning into a big city. You don't see, Porsche dealerships in small towns. So like I said, we're going to go over and see if we can get through. Well, I'll tell you, the creeks are just, they're rocking. We've had so much rain. Now, I could just jump off here and go catch 8th Street. But I haven't been down here in a long time. So I'm going to try to get through. We'll have to see. It could be flooded too, for all I know. So, and as hard as that water was flowing, there's a pretty good chance it might be. Okay, let's take a look-see down here. See what we got. Oh wow. No, we got homeless all over the place. So we're gonna back up. Darn it. Yeah, we do have a severe homeless problem here in Colorado Springs, and I don't know what they're gonna do about it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's certainly nothing I can do to help them because, we're living on, because of my arthritis, I took my Social Security at 62. Well, 62 in 3 months. And so, I mean, I only clear about 850 a month. Joe, she didn't work all the way to what was it, 66 in 3 months, but she was pretty close. So she got most of she's got almost full retirement, pretty close. But she makes like 14 or 15, so we just don't really have, we don't have any money that we could really give out. Sometimes I wish we did. No, there's a lot of times I wish I would love to be able to give out, some money. I wonder if they ever finish this sidewalk. I don't think so. No, they didn't. Okay. Well, I gotta try to get across here, and it ain't gonna be easy. But I'm gonna go. Okay. Oh, I can't see. I'm going for it. There we go. Okay. Well, that was a crazy maneuver, but it worked. So, yeah, now I'm on the 8th Street bike lane, bike lane. And, like I said, I'm heading over to the Cheyenne Road bicycle lane. This over here is Bear Creek Park. It's really more of an open space than a park. I mean, you can go, there's all kinds of trails to go hiking, and you can go mountain biking, and in fact you can even ride a trike, if you've got more serious off-road type tires, which I don't. I have Schwably Marathon Plus on the rear and Schwably Big Apples on the front, so strictly street tread. Still taking me a little time to get used to you know, going back to having only 5 levels. But as I said, Jo didn't like the 9 level. She said it made it feel like her level 1 was like nothing. And so we had hers put back to 5, and I stuck with my 9 for a while, but I was finding out, you know, I was having to shift up a couple of levels, to be able to you know, keep up with her. Like I would have to go to 3 and just barely be able to keep up with her in 2, which means I really needed to go to 4, and it just seemed kind of stupid, you know what I mean, to you know, to have to double everything half the time to guess what she's doing. So I had Kirk put mine back to 5 levels, so now we're the same. Yeah. Yeah, I could, I haven't decided where I'm going to go yet. I could go up to Starsmore. I'm not sure, you know, how bad the construction still is. It was pretty bad the last time we went up there. And, but that's probably what I'll end up doing, because I can't think of anything else. But the only problem of it is, right now, today is a beautiful day, man. It's supposed to, you know, be quite warm, you know, high 80s to possibly 90. Tomorrow's supposed to be 91 Fahrenheit. So, yeah, give you a little view here. It's an ugly old bike lane, but it's got a pretty nice view. Oh, whoa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, once we get moving, I'll, okay, I'll show you, this is what they call Cheyenne Mountain right here. And I don't know if you can see them or not, but on top they have a bunch of TV and radio antennas. And technically, by Colorado standards, that is not a mountain. That is a foothill, because it's a high foothill, but it's a foothill because it has trees all the way to the top. And in Colorado, a mountain has to have a timberline where the trees can't grow anymore. The oxygen's too thin. So, but they call it Cheyenne Mountain, so who might argue? It has a great state park, Cheyenne Mountain State Park, at the foot of the mountain. So for you folks that like to hike or mountain bike or that kind of thing, they closed the bike lane ahead, it says. I wonder why. Oh, I think I can get through there without any problems. They're working on the corners. I'm just going to sneak through. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, they left me plenty of gap. It's really dumb to close the bike lane. They really didn't need to close the bike lane. I mean, serious business. They seriously did not need to. I gotta switch hands so I can gear up here. There we go. All right, let's see if this lady will stop for me. Thank you. And yeah, so we're still on the 8th Street bike lane, but we're coming up on the Cheyenne Boulevard bike lane, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll just head up to I can't, I gotta, since Joe wasn't gonna be able to be on the ride, I got up early, and I would have even gotten out earlier, except for I messed up and forgot my wallet. Typical for me, I'm always forgetting something. Sorry about that. Had to adjust my helmet mirror. But yeah, this will eventually run out here as we run into Cheyenne Boulevard. Got a military helicopter flying around. Now we might have, I don't know if that's supposed to be here or in Pueblo. They're supposed to have, a couple of the old, well, they don't call them that anymore, but the Confederate Air Force, because it's not politically correct, gag. And, but, like a B-25 and a B-29 bomber, that is, you can actually, I'm sure it's huge money, probably hundreds of dollars, but it'd be cool. You can actually go flying in it. Okay, so shoulder work, great, which means they'll block off the bike lane. Oh well. So we are now on the Cheyenne Boulevard bike lane, and we are heading up to the Starsmore Center, which is the I don't know what you call it. Well, it's the Starsmore, not Stars War. Sorry, that's pretty close. So, the Starsmore Nature and Visitor Center is what it is, and it's at the bottom of North Cheyenne Canyon Park, which you can't go up North Cheyenne Canyon Road anymore because all this rain flooded it out completely and ripped out part of the road. Yeah, it just took the road with it. So I don't know when they're going to reopen that. It's a real shame because the weather's getting better, and it's got all kinds of really nice hiking trails, and there's a lot of trailheads up Cheyenne Road. Now you can start your hike from Starsmore, the Starsmore Center. You can start your hike from there on several of the trails. I think Columbine, and it's the one I know by heart. Columbine and the Mount Cutler Trail, I think you can access it from there. It does make it a lot longer, because if you go to the Mount Cutler parking area, whatever you want to call it, you're right at the trail, the beginning of the trail. Oh yeah, check that out. That's definitely a World War II fighter of some sort. So, they could have an air show going on all out at the Colorado Springs Airport, or just off the airport. The shows usually stage over on the hangars by the old airport. And The new airport's pretty nice. Oh, man. Yeah, the only bad thing about this bike lane is that, man, it is all gradual uphill. Okay, we're going to kick up our e-assist to level 2. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Well, at least they tried to clean this up. Didn't do a very good job, but it's better than it was. It was really ugly. And I guess they kind of stopped right here. That was the worst spot. They didn't clean that up. Turkeys. That's ridiculous, you know. I mean, I understand. The problem of it is, you know, they can't really get a street sweeper through here. I got to try to get over this branch. It's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, I had to get rid of a branch. Then they blocked me off, jerks. Okay, well, we're just going to go out and play in the streets then. Yeah, I sent them a notice that this needed to be cleaned and they haven't touched it. In fact, it's maybe worse than it was before. Now, the one nice thing about going to 5 levels is that there's a little more power in each level than there was before. So you don't have to go up as many. But you have to remember, you know, it's not like you have, you know, unlimited power. Basically, you know, I have 500 watts. So no matter what level you're in, the most you're going to get out of it is a little over 500 watts. I mean, that's it. Doesn't matter whether you, on the Bafang unit like ours, you can set it for 3 levels, 5 levels, or 9 levels. So it doesn't matter whether you got 3, 5, or 9. You are still going to, you only have so much power. Now, Joe will be able to outdo me because her motor is a 750 watt. Mine's only a 500 watt. So, but I'm used to having to kick it up into 3 to be able to get anywhere near this much assist. And now I'm only on level 2. So I guess I can understand why Joe likes 5 level better, because it does give you power, a little more power, a little more quickly. But I still kind of prefer the 9 levels in a way, because it seems like, you know, you've got more, you can kind of pick a little better. Thank you. Howdy. Yeah, as you can tell, the city never cleans bike lanes. I mean, maybe every once in a while. But even when you know, we have this thing called Go COS, and the city's always telling you, if there's a problem, you know, or if the streets or bike lanes have debris or whatever, you know, just go to Go COS and put it on there, you know. And you put it on there, and mostly all they do is, well, pretty much tell you that, you know, okay, it's on the list. We'll get to it when we get to it. Now, don't bother us anymore. Seriously, it's rather sad. Sorry, I needed to gear down one here. And I'm going to have to back off my level. Howdy? Ah, I guess they have a nice, they put in a cement sidewalk to the Stratton open space. That's another place, you know, to go hiking and that kind of thing. It's all kind of, you know, the lower foothills of those. It won't take you up into the mountains where North Cheyenne Canyon Road will take you, well, when it's there, when they finally, you know, can get it repaired, it will take you all the way to well, up to the Gold Camp Road. And then I do believe the Gold Camp Road, because that's all dirt, and they kind of recommend four-wheel drives, but we used to do it in the family station wagon when I was a kid. So you have to look out for rock slides and stuff. Other than that, it's not really a big deal.
Like endless amounts of steps that way.
Yeah.
And then I went to a state park that went down the river back to the other side.
And there's the Secret Grounds Cafe. I will probably stop there and eat my lunch a little early. Because like I said, I don't plan on staying out as late, because lately I'm really impressed. It's not, it's only 9:45, of course, but basically you know, there's no clouds in the sky. So, and we've had, you know, the big puffy white ones coming in pretty much, you know, starting at about 10 o'clock and just getting stronger and stronger. Always stop. So this is new. Didn't used to have a stop sign here. Probably a really good idea, to be totally honest with you. This is the weird intersection where it's Cheyenne Boulevard, but if you go down that way, it's Cheyenne Lane. Yeah, strange. Or I'm sorry, Cheyenne Road. But it does split off, because where we went in, you know, where we picked up off of 8th Street, that's Cheyenne Boulevard, and you have to go down a solid block and a half to get to Cheyenne Road. But yeah, I'm really sorry I couldn't take you down the you know, that part of the Pikes Peak Greenway, because that's not a ride I get to do very often. Okay, let them pass. Yeah, it's always smart to be a good person and let people pass. You know what I mean? I'm not in any hurry. They might have somewhere they need to go. All right. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, they've got the road totally closed off. Now we're at the Starsmore Nature and Visitor Center. And we're going to bounce up here. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to lock her up here and go Go use the facilities inside. All right. Bye for now. Undo the adapter to be able to use the camera mic. So basically, from here, I'm heading on Shook's Run all the way over to the